playing for England's great for any player. It's something that you want to do as a youngster. I made my decision a few years ago, and for different reasons. But as I said, this opportunity come up now to hopefully try and get into the 23 first, and it was something I couldn't turn down. The chance to work with Capello was one of the best managers, not just England team have had, but throughout the world football in the last 10 or 15 years. And I'm a big follower of football, and I was always asking Stevie when he'd come back from England what it was like, and how the manager was. So it was he was a massive reason behind it as well. Mr. Baldini got in contact a few weeks ago. Said he had some injury problems for different people in the area of the pitch, defenders, and asked if I'd reconsider my position, and they'd get back to me a few weeks later and see how it was then. So I said I would, and then a few weeks later they said the issues hadn't obviously improved. Different players had still had those knocks, and would I like to be part of the 30-man squad? I was asked would I like to have the chance to go to the World Cup, and the chance was to be part of the 30. And as I said, the manager's never seen me before really, day-to-day basis, knows what I'm like around the hotel, what I'm like in training every day. He's obviously seen me for Liverpool, and maybe he likes me as a player, but it's different when you've got a player in the squad, and how you integrate with the squad, and you're out with different people. So the manager doesn't really know me, so I think it's very difficult for him to guarantee anyone, especially me, when he doesn't really know me. So hopefully over the next 2 weeks I can impress him on and off the pitch and be part of that squad. But I think any player who can play a couple of different positions, I think it certainly strengthens your chance of being part of the 23. If you're a manager, you want to get the best players available. If we felt that me and Paul Scholes were in that set of players who could give England a better chance of doing well, any manager would do exactly the same. So no, I think he's same as any manager. He's got to do what he thinks best and try and bring the best players, and if he feels those were the best players, that's what he has to do. Every training session you want to impress the manager and the coaching staff, so there's a little bit of edge. It's probably not like a normal training session at your club or at England when you know you're already in the squad. Maybe there's an extra little bit of an edge to it, but I think that only helps the training and helps the players. It's still not at the actual 23, so I think people are still obviously trying to impress in training as well, and I think everyone's desperate to be on the plane to go to South Africa. So it is quite intense now, the training, because people know what's at stake. I think it's in the back of people's minds, but I don't think it's something that you speak about at the dinner table, really. I think we all keep that to ourselves and know what we all have to do individually, but it's not something that we speak to each other about now. I mean, we've also got altitude machines in the room we have to use for an hour a day to help us as well, so it's something to get used to. It's not the same as back home, but as I said, after the 2 weeks, that's the reason why we're here, and hopefully that'll help the players who go on to South Africa. I think the pressure when you play for England is always there, no matter where you were. Maybe coming away, it's a little bit like what you do for your club pre-season. You like to get away, get the team together, bond together. So, but I think that the pressure of people with the England team is always there, and rightly so, because we're a big nation with big expectations, and as I said, a lot's expected. Well, no one's mentioned it yet, and I mean, I'd love the chance to tell you properly, because I think I've played on it once. That was against Brazil, the first game that England played in. It was fine that night. That was maybe 3 years ago. And as I said, I'd love the chance to do it for England or Liverpool. So hopefully I maybe get the chance against Mexico, and maybe ask me after Mexico. But it's for me, it's not enough easy for me to say, because I haven't played on it. I'm sure the manager we will practice, but that's something that we did the last time with Sven-Göran Eriksson as well. It's sometimes on the day it just doesn't happen, and it's been a long time really since we won a penalty shootout at the World Cup, and it's something that we'll probably have to improve on, because the games are so tight at that level. There's always the smallest detail make the difference, and penalties is one of those small details.